Falcons and Cowboys on EA Sports. The season moving quickly already as we get set for today's Week 3 matchup.
Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
They bring in the extra tight end. Falcons snap it at the 26. Picks up about 5. Here's our look at the Falcons offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
2nd down and 5.
Ryan connects with Julio Jones on that one. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Early in this game, Phil, and already on the other side of the midfield stripe.
Nice job by the offense here. Good play calling too, Jim. Mixing up the plays. The defense is off guard right now, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Coleman's tackled down after a gain of 5. Here's how the Cowboys defense. Last week, this group is with a nickel look here on defense.
2nd down and 5.
Had it, but dropped it.
Well, we look at that drop pass right there. You know, one of the biggest cliches ever in sports. Oh, they're going to go right back to this guy to keep his confidence going. Well, I don't know about that. If you drop the pass, sometimes I might want to try somebody else to see if they can catch it when they're open. So if you get open, the quarterback will throw it to you.
3rd and 5. Freeman's taking the hand.
Defensive side, you bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Ryan's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The pass is incomplete. There was no one open.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. And here's the toss. He's brought down.
The Falcons' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
White's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
2nd and goal from the 10. Coleman's going to take the handoff now.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Loss of a couple that time. 3rd and 12. Looking across the middle. Intercepted.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with a big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
First down now in a dangerous spot here. Playing press coverage to the outside. Jason Witten with the catch. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's 2nd down now. Midway through the first. Makes the catch in open space. Witten's marked down at the 34.
Romo's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the completion.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Toss to the outside. Moore's there to take it down.
The Cowboys' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
1st down and 10. Tony Romo uncorks the long in his hands. Complete. Touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Falcons in kick return formation. Perhaps the best ever. Hester on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
2nd down following that incompletion. He's drilled as he throws.
On the offensive side, if it's 3rd and long, there's very few plays that you have that are going to pick this up. So be careful in a situation like this.
The Falcons need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Ryan from the gun. Got drilled as he throws it.
The Falcons don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Let's see what he can do here. Good yardage picked up on that ball.
Excellent blocking that time by the punt return team. They're engaged. The defenders cannot get away. That allowed the punt returner to have that time to make the right decision and get up the field.
The Cowboys lined up, bunch formation. To Williams. Moore's the one who brings him to the ground.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down. The Cowboys get a 1st down. Has 12 on this play. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Breaking huddle at the 21.
Romo's lining up in the pistol. First down at the 21. And it's complete to Jason Witten. Gains 11.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20.
Get ready. First and goal from the 10. Toss to the outside. He gets into the end zone, capping off the long run. Late in the first quarter, and they're stretching their lead out. It looks like they have it in their minds to put this game away early.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? They just want to get it over with early, just put all doubt, just remove all doubt, I should say, from the opponents that you're in for a rough day, and you might as well just give up.
Hester will run this one out. The same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Falcons offense is on the field hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive. A quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. And they got good players and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense. If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back. Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Coleman's the receiver on the screen. And Hardy in on the tackle.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
And it's incomplete.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
From inside the red zone. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. He'll throw it over the middle, and that'll close the gap. I know it's just the first quarter, Phil, but they needed that touchdown. This team was in danger of possibly being embarrassed today.
Oh, the way they were playing, they were getting dominated on offense and defense, and all of a sudden, you look up and boom, a quick score by them, and they're right back in it.
The Falcons ready to kick it away. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Cowboys really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
And intercepted. And welcome back as we're about to get underway here in this one. The second quarter is underway with this snap. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Cowboys just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down here after the completion. Got hit on release. Second down after the incompletion. The Cowboys come out. 2 tight ends on the field. Romo's setting up now in the pistol.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Going deep. And it's incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Falcons will come out in the dime. They'll run it off the toss. Into the open, and he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
You're a running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Dunbar on the receiving end. Just 25 yards to pay dirt. The Cowboys all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Romo, 6 for the Cowboys. Mark it down, the 250th touchdown pass of his career. Extra point was good. The Falcons ready to return the kick. Hester's going to run this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Falcons offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Second and 10 coming up. Coleman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Look at Tyrone Crawford with the sack.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power. And it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Falcons are at the line facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Going for the home run. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up fourth down. Short series this time for the offense. Bosher is back now. He'll be punting it away. He wants to return this one. And a flag is down. It's an illegal block in the back, and the coaching staff cannot be happy about this.
No, it's a bad decision, and most of all, it's dangerous. You can hurt players when you block them like that.
The Cowboys take it from the 33. Pass is intercepted.
Johnson's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Falcons offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on fourth down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, Jim, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
Halfway through the second quarter. Outside now on the toss. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds. 2nd and 6 coming up. The Cowboys lined up in the nickel.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
On the money. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
The defense accepts the penalty. Coming to the line at the 48.
Ryans back in shotgun formation.
Knocked down as he fires it.
Well, I know this. When it comes to these situations, don't take a chance, because if you do, I promise you, it's going to backfire.
Now looking at 3rd down. Freeman's taking it on the screen. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense. Matt Bosher ready to punt. Touchback. The Cowboys' last possession ended somewhat painfully with an interception. You wonder if they're going to try to compensate for that mistake on this drive, Phil.
Well, sometimes when you have a mistake on the offensive side, it does make you get more conservative. But let's look at it from the defensive side. It was just a tremendous play. So sometimes in the NFL, that's going to happen with a defensive player.
After you threw an interception, what was it like coming back out on the field the next time?
Well, I tell you, I tell all my teammates, be alert. You might have to tackle again, because I'm going to keep firing it down the field.
Tony Romo will take it right from the center. Looking long. Dez Bryant is there. He pulls it down somehow. 3rd catch today so far. The Cowboys have done a fantastic job here of getting the football to one of their key targets. Bryant's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
2nd and 3 after that last carry.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Another handoff right back to him.
They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
The Falcons are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Third down on the way. Witten's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. The give. Rocked for a loss on that play.
And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. Coming to the line at the 19-yard line.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
The ball is knocked out.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
3rd down. Ball is fumbled. Recovery by the offense.
The offense knows they caught a big break here. After you fumble and recover it and going in to score, you got to feel good now. Take advantage of that opportunity and go in and punch it in for a score.
The kick is good. How important was it, Phil, to add another 3 to the lead before the intermission?
And you got to look at the team that's trailing right now. You got to go in at halftime and change what you're doing, because what you've been doing so far, it hasn't worked.
Hester's going to test the coverage here. And he's met head-on right there at the 20. The Falcons offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know, the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
Catch made. Coleman's tackled down after a gain of 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down and 5. Airing it out. The catch is made by Julio Jones. One more snap, and we'll head to halftime. 1st and 10. Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field. And that will close out the first half here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Time now for a short break, and we'll be back after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The second half of this lopsided affair is underway. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
The Cowboys take it from the 28. Randall's out there to receive the screen pass. Falcons defense now is going to go nickel.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
That's dropped by Bryant, who couldn't bring it in.
3rd long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance, so be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
The Cowboys from the 27. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
It's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. The Falcons offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Time for the hurry-up offense. The Falcons have it at the 39. Tammy's got the catch and the first. Coleman's lined up as the single back. They give it to him on the counter. That hit by Sean Lee. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. They get set quickly, ready for another snap. On the money. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, they call it the post route because you're running towards the goalpost, but a good route that time by the receiver, making that cut. He gets open, gets behind the defense, and a nice throw.
The Cowboys will use a timeout here early in the second half. First down at the 20. Ryan hits Roddy White. Give that tackle to Sean Lee.
Nice job by the receiver. Runs the curl route that time. Curl, it is exactly what it says. Go down the field, make a little curl motion. Quarterback throws it in there.
Ryan's completion percentage, 50% on the day.
First and goal.
Coleman's going to secure the handoff. And now they'll try over again on second down. No time to huddle now. Coleman's handed the football. And it's Lee who surges in to make the tackle. Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line. Third and goal at the 6. Freeman's got it on the toss. Runs it across for the touchdown.
Well, that's really having deep belief in your offensive line. And then third and goal, your offensive line just road grades the defense out of there, and they get the touchdown running the football.
The Falcons getting set for the kickoff. Tackles made right around the 26-yard line. The Cowboys got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Second down coming up. Romo lines up in the pistol. Halfway through the third quarter. Beasley has the sack.
You know you have a good defense in the NFL when you can sack the quarterback without blitzing, and the defense did it that time.
Third down after the sack.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
This play set up by the long gainer. They're going to run it on the toss. That's a gain of only a yard.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
2nd and 9 coming up.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Second and 9. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
It's 3rd and 15 here after the sack. And the quarterback is taken down.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. First down at the 20. Very nearly intercepted.
Well, when you want to put all the pressure on the quarterback to make really good throws down the field, played tight man-to-man coverage. It takes perfect throws to get completions. Not there that time.
2nd down and 10. Scanning the field. Randy Gregory with the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. 3rd down coming up. Takes it from the gun. Hankerson with the grab.
He's in the clear.
The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
We have more than a quarter to go, Phil, and that touchdown has certainly lifted their spirits and given them hope that they could still win the game.
It just changes everything here, man. I'm telling you, we're sitting here thinking the game is over, but hold on there, big boy. There's a lot more that's going to happen in this game before it's over.
Catches it at the 2 and starts his return.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
And a run back of about 18. The Cowboys didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic. Wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy.
And that's a game. He's up.